some transvestites and transsexuals are concerned with what they call passing, not to be read, to be taken as a woman and not to be read as anything different. But I realise that I'm tall, I'm quite, although I have a feminine part of my personality, and I can act in a feminine way, and I do have feminine attributes. Basically, at the end of the day, I am a man, and that's okay. So I'm not unduly concerned if somebody reads me that I'm a man in a dress. It's nice to be treated elegantly as a beautiful woman, but it doesn't always happen. But sometimes you're appreciated and sometimes you're not. So I learned to experiment with different forms of clothing, and I went, as I say, to transvestite clubs and transsexual clubs, and I have a number of friends who are gay or transvestite or transsexual or transgendered, and I've been sort of in this world, if you like, or the transgendered world, probably now for since 1993, I suppose. So quite a long time, and I even thought about the possibility of whether I should consider having a sex change operation, and I thought that I seriously considered it, but I thought, well, it might be nice, but there are actually serious difficulties and disadvantages with it, and actually some of the people that I've met and have known who have had that operation, it's not been perfect. It has problems. It's now I won't go into their difficulties, but it's certainly actually has quite a physical cost, and I don't think it's advisable for most people. I think there may be some rare circumstances where it is the best option, but I think for most people, I think being content to dress in different ways is sufficient, but to keep one's physical integrity whole is actually a better option. And one simple point along that line: when a new child is conceived, that child is either male or female. That single cell is either male or female, and that single cell then divides and forms the embryo and grows into the body. And every cell in your body, for the vast majority of the population, will either be male. If you're a male, all your cells are male. If you're a female, all your cells are female or male. But whichever you're born as, that your whole body, your fingers, your skin, your brain, your intestines, your muscles, all of your body cells are either XX or XY, and that's it. So it's a physical realignment is it's a cosmetic thing, and it's not really going to change your total person. That's the reality of it. So I think there's difficulties with it, but yes, I mean, it would be nice to be a beautiful woman, but I'm not. But I can still have fun with it.
So you're going to get ready now?
Yes, I'm going to get ready. So there's a simple, basic question of what is male and what is female. So a female human being basically has the capacity to conceive shed an egg into a womb, have that egg fertilized to conceive, to carry the embryo in her womb, and then to give birth to that child, and then subsequently to suckle that baby. So she has the equipment for that. But all the rest of it, and the man has the equipment, the penis and testicles, to fertilize the woman. So that's, in a simple biological sense, those are the key things. I would say that pretty much everything else is cultural. Whether the clothes that you wear, whether the man or the woman makes themselves look beautiful. In Papua New Guinea, the men like to decorate themselves fantastically. They go to a great deal of trouble to paint themselves up and do all sorts of things. So you don't have to be a man or a woman to decorate or not decorate yourselves, and the clothes that you wear. And then the way you live now with in modern cities, with modern facilities, men or women are perfectly capable of doing a wide variety of things. So I think that most of the rest is the difference is cultural. That's in a nutshell.
What about those that have two sets of sexual organs?
Yeah, that's a rare and specific and unusual situation. I mean, it is. I don't know what the percentage is in human beings. As a sheep farmer, I can tell you that about 1 in 10,000 lambs are hermaphrodites. So it's not common, but it does happen. But even those hermaphrodites are not necessarily absolutely 50-50. There's a tendency to be one or the other, and some of the equipment is not fully formed or whatever, so there is probably a medical person might say, well, the indications are you'd be better to go this way than this way. But to live with both sets of equipment, I think would be physiologically difficult. I believe that in a long time ago, hermaphrodites were revered as special deities, practically. But yeah, without getting bogged down in the medical aspects of it, it does create a whole lot of difficulties. But no, I think for most people, as a human being, I would say I have a brain. I'm reasonably intelligent. I wouldn't say I'm the brightest candle in the box, but I'm moderately intelligent, reasonably well travelled, and reasonably well educated. I enjoy life. I am a sensual person. I like eating, I like dancing, I enjoy the pleasures, I like looking at the view, I enjoy life. And I think that every human being basically wants to do that. They don't want to be oppressed. And being expressing yourself freely is a way of saying, as apart from the fact that you are doing what you want to do, it's a way of saying, I am not going to be oppressed. I'm going to live my life, and I hope you enjoy it. If you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, but tough. But I mean, obviously we have to respect each other and not do things that cause pain to other people, and we have to fulfill our commitments to our family, to our children, etc. And those things I hopefully I have done adequately. But now, this part of my life, as I say, it's for dancing and the way I dress, and sometimes to enjoy my femininity and so on. I should say that through dancing, I have enjoyed learning to dance as a follower, but now becoming a reasonably competent dancer. I'm actually, because I'm a large person, a tall person, most of the time it's better for me to lead rather than to follow. So dancing has pushed me back into a more masculine role, although I must say I do enjoy the feminine role. And if a nice man or even a nice lady, if she's clear and definite, leads me, I am more than happy to dance with them, and if they know what they're doing and they lead you and make you do things that you weren't expecting, it's a sheer joy. It's a total sensual pleasure. But that is a cultural thing. But there are inward sensual pleasures that you could say they are sexual pleasures, but they don't. They may be sexual, they may not be. It depends. What is the difference? Is a caress a sensual or a sexual thing? It's nice if when I dance with the ladies that enjoy me dancing with them, I put my arms around them, I hold them, and they're comfortable in that position. If a man dances with me and puts his arm around me, I enjoy that. It's a lovely feeling to be cared for. This man is taking me and he's going to do things with me and he's going to look after me and going to, for the 3 minutes of the dance, we're going to do whatever is reasonably possible and legal within the constraints of dancing. So it is a delicious feeling, dancing, but it's a sensual thing. But yes, of course, there's a sexual element to it, but I wouldn't I wouldn't get bogged down in the sex part of it. I would sort of treat life now more in an overall sensual thing. Life is for enjoyment.